Killing Joke rehashes controversy with new movie. There's just something about the Joker. He's a perfect psychological villain, a chaotic character who plays off the controlled Batman. I get why writers love writing him, says Devin Faraci, editor-in-chief of movies.com. I get why audiences love him, too. The character is at the center of a new R-rated adaptation of Batman, The Killing Joke, perhaps the most controversial comic book of all time. The movie, newly available on digital HD and arriving August 2 on DVD/Blu-ray. Following a just completed two-night theatrical run, returns Mark Hamill as the Joker and Kevin Conroy as the Caped Crusader, reprising their voice roles from Fox's Batman, the animated series. But backlash set in almost as soon as the animated movie premiered last weekend at Comic-Con, where the audience questioned the addition of an out-of-place sex scene between Batman and Batgirl tear strong a relationship that has traditionally been depicted as a mentorship. Written in 1988 by Alan Moore, who later disavowed the work, The Killing Joke is widely accepted as the Joker's origin story, and was even said to be used by Heath Ledger as he prepared to play the Joker in The Dark Knight. In it, the Joker and Batman fight over whether, after just one bad day, someone could go as mad as the Joker. Faraci remembers reading the groundbreaking comic the day it came out. It really shifted a lot of people's concept of how comic storytelling could work, he says. The graphic plot also troubled many. In both the comic and the movie, Killing Joke strongly implies that the Joker rapes Commissioner Gordon's daughter Barbara, who is also Batgirl, after shooting her. Superhero stories can be as serious and as real as literary ones, but it doesn't have to be R-rated to get there, Faraci says. Moore danced over the line. So why reincarnate the controversial comic in the first place? Mark. Executive producer Bruce Timm says the comic has always been on the short list of graphic novels DC has wanted to adapt. Fans have asked for, pretty much demanded, an adaptation of The Killing Joke, Timm says. So clearly, a very popular story, in spite of, or maybe even because of, the various controversies surrounding it. Whether we succeeded or not will, of course, be up to viewers to decide. And where there's demand, there's money. They released an R-rated Superman movie, too, says Faraci, referring to the recent director's cut home release of Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. The cynical truth is that they saw there's an audience for it. A screening Monday evening in McLean, VA, was nearly full. The only complaints from Chris Benton, 33, and Laura Schwoebel, 39, had to do with material added to extend the story to film length, including the implied sex between Batman and Batgirl. That kind of threw us through a loop a bit, says Schwoebel, who joined the rest of the audience in nervous laughter as the scene unfolded. But other than that, the two had no complaints. The other villains want to take over the city. The Joker just wants to screw stuff up, Benton says. You never know what his plan is, so you don't know what he's going to do, which always makes it interesting.